Hi, I'm Sheena with AIRE, and today we'll be talking about accessing the AIREcell in one of our sealed floor pockets. Sealed floor pocket is one of our great self-bailing options for people running silty rivers or big gear hauling boats or on rivers who have lots of portages. The sealed floor pocket does self-bail, but it is made out of 100% watertight material, so it does take a little extra care in actually getting inside the AIREcell. We do recommend at AIRE that if there's no damage to your AIREcell or no need to get into the pocket, don't get into it. If there is damage, this video will help you kind of through the steps on getting in. All of our sealed floor pockets have a cover over the zipper. This cover helps take tension off the zipper and helps protect the zipper against coolers and dry boxes and other river abuse. If you have a particularly dirty surface or if it's really hard, you can definitely just shoot a little soapy water on this to kind of help the rod slide out of the sheath. So the first step is to actually get this sheath off, which it's designed to be pretty difficult so it protects that zipper. So first step is to pop the rods out of place. And then I'm going to use a pair of pliers to kind of help me pull this guy out. So you'll see, even on this relatively new boat, it's still pretty dirty inside there. So the next step is to really clean it up well with good old soap and water. So we're gonna just get in there and clean it up. If you have a scrub brush, that works perfect for this. We want to clean this off really well to help protect that zipper from the zipper car from coming off the teeth. We sell our sealed floor pockets with the highest quality T-zip zippers we can find, and every sealed floor pocket is going to come with a T-zip lube. We do not recommend any other lubricant substitutions. If you do not have your T-zip lube anymore, give us a call and we'll send you some. So this is very important. So now that we've got it all cleaned, the next step, especially if your boat has been, you know, in service and in use for 5+ years, is to really get in there with the zipper lube and just kind of start squeezing it on before you try to open up that zipper car. So squeeze it on and kind of work it in a little bit. This is where we see most of the frustration with doing service work on the sealed floor pocket, especially on a floor pocket that's been in use for 5 years, is that this zipper car really is difficult to pull. So if you're finding you're really reefing on it and it's not working out very good, go back in, clean it off again, make sure your track is nice and lubed, and just be really patient with it and go slow. If you really start torquing and reefing on the zipper car, you could pull it right off the track, and then you definitely have to send it in to us to get it fixed. So just go nice and easy, nice and slow, especially on those older zippers, and just pull it nice and easy open. And then you have access to your AIREcell. Okay, so after you've done your repair or replaced your AIREcell, it's time to get it all zipped back up. And because you already have the zipper open, we actually recommend taking that T-zip again and actually applying it to the teeth. So it zips up nice and easy and it's nice and lubed for the next time that you have to get in, which is hopefully never. So you just squeeze it on the teeth, doesn't have to be too much, and just work it into the teeth. All right, kind of spot clean any area you think still might need it. Like I kind of looked up at where the zipper car stays and it was looking a little dirty, so I'm just gonna wipe that down a little bit. Just get it as clean as possible before we zip it back up. Now that we have the T-zip lube applied to the zipper, it should be much easier to close than it was for you to open. So hopefully now it's sliding nice and free. Since you're in here, you might actually want to kind of run it up and down 2 or 3 times just to really get that lube you just applied into the teeth. And make sure when you are done that you lock that zipper cart right into the very end. If it's open at all and any water gets inside, it is very difficult to get water back out of the sealed floor pocket. So just be sure it's seated really nice up there, and wipe down the zipper, kind of getting rid of any extra lube that might be on there. Okay, the next step is to put the rod back through the loops, and this is really important because it does take tension off the zipper. You have to run it with this rod in place. It can be a little difficult to put back in, so I'm going to show you a little trick. Take your T-zip that you use to lube your zipper and just kind of put it in the joints, a little bit in the joints on these loops, and it'll help the rod slide back into place a little easier. Especially after use, the rod's going to be kind of bent and a little worn and abused. So just put a little dab in each of the joints. All right, you're definitely going to make sure you have the zipper cover back in place. I'm just going to kind of hit this with some soapy water to help me slide it back in. This is kind of a difficult process. It's not particularly easy, but once it's in place, it's solid. So, and just the best option for protecting that zipper. So kind of get it worked in and start sliding it in. Pull on the other side and just kind of start working that rod back into place. Okay, as you're going along and it begins to get a little stiffer, you can definitely use some pliers to really just kind of help get that thing sliding in. If you get to a spot that's giving you some really hard time, you can sometimes grab the end that you're working on with some needle nose pliers and kind of help guide it into the next loop. If the rod is being really difficult to get in, sometimes it works pretty good to grab a buddy, and while you kind of shove it in from the back, your buddy can be working it in with a pair of needle nose pliers, and just between the two of you guys, you should be able to get it through. Our goal at AIRE is to manufacture these floor pockets to where you never have to get into them, but accidents do happen. So if you do have to access your floor pocket, I hope this video kind of helps you understand how to get in. And if you have any questions, be sure to give us a call at 1-800-247-3432 or look us up online at www.aire.com.